British Constitution.
An uncodified system built on centuries of evolution, balancing flexibility with democratic principles.
What makes it unique? An uncodified constitution. Statutes.
Laws passed by Parliament form the foundation of constitutional rules.
Common law.
Judicial decisions and legal precedents shape constitutional principles.
Conventions. Unwritten traditions guide how government operates. Historic documents. Magna Carta, 1215, and Bill of Rights, 1689, provide foundational principles. Unlike most nations, Britain's constitution exists across multiple sources rather than one single document.
Strengths of the British Constitution.
Flexibility. Parliament can pass new laws without complex amendment procedures, allowing quick adaptation to change. Women gained voting rights in the 20th century through straightforward legislation. No rigid constitutional barriers to necessary reforms. Democratic principles.
Parliamentary sovereignty ensures elected representatives make decisions for the people.
Human Rights Act, 1998, protects fundamental freedoms. Citizens' rights protected by laws and conventions. Historical stability. Centuries of evolution create a balanced system where monarchy, parliament, and courts work together harmoniously.
More constitutional strengths. Rule of law. Everyone, including the government, must follow the law. Courts ensure government actions remain lawful. Example: the Supreme Court can rule against the government if its actions violate legal principles. Strong parliamentary system. Government accountability is built into the system through parliamentary oversight and transparency. Vote of no confidence can remove government. Ministers answer questions in Parliament.
Ensures transparency in decision-making.
Weaknesses of the British Constitution.
Lack of single written document.
Citizens struggle to clearly understand their rights without a codified constitution. Legal clarity suffers from dispersed sources. Excessive parliamentary power.
Parliament can change the Constitution any time by passing new laws. No strict limits prevent excessive power.
Parliament could theoretically abolish elections with no legal restriction, though public opposition would prevent this.
Unclear separation of powers.
Executive, legislature, and judiciary are closely linked, creating potential conflicts of interest when government officials influence laws.
Additional constitutional challenges.
Reliance on conventions.
Many constitutional rules are unwritten traditions rather than legally binding laws, creating uncertainty. Unequal power distribution. Devolved governments exist in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, but England has no separate parliament.
These structural issues create imbalances in how laws apply across different UK regions and uncertainty about constitutional enforcement.
The Magna Carta, 1215. The Great Charter.
Signed on June 15, 1215 by King John of England at Runnymede, the Magna Carta was created to limit the king's power and protect nobles' rights.
Why it was created.
King John imposed heavy taxes without consultation.
Barons rebelled against unfair rule.
Forced the king to follow laws and respect rights.
Key principles of Magna Carta. Rule of law. No one, not even the king, is above the law. The king must govern according to established laws. Property rights. The king cannot seize land or property without legal justification. Fair trial and justice. People cannot be imprisoned without a fair trial. Habeas corpus. Proper legal procedures required. Church freedom. The church was granted independence from the king's control. Limits on taxation. The king cannot impose taxes without consulting nobles, influencing Parliament's control over taxation. Impact of Magna Carta. Foundation for constitutional law. Laid groundwork for limiting government power and inspired democratic governments worldwide. Influenced major documents. Inspired the English Bill of Rights, 1689, and U.S. Constitution, 1787. Birth of legal rights. Established principles of fair trial and limited government power. Growth of Parliament. Introduced the idea that rulers should govern with consent of the people. The ongoing debate. Should the UK adopt a written constitution? The British Constitution balances flexibility with democracy, but questions remain about clarity and power distribution. Arguments for reform: better protection of rights, greater legal clarity for citizens, stricter limits on parliamentary power. Arguments against reform: current system allows necessary flexibility. Historical stability proves effectiveness. Adaptation without rigid procedures. The Magna Carta's legacy of limited government and legal rights continues to shape this debate about Britain's constitutional future.